Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I am using the Morgan Greer Tarot. You guys are probably very familiar with it. And this reading is for Tuesday, September 7th. So we're coming out of the, we're out of the, we're out of the Labor Day weekend, and probably most kids are going back to school, and we're definitely in a work week, heading into fall. And I don't know about the weather where you are, but it's definitely cold at night here again in Oregon, so it's chilly in the mornings. Okay, so what is it that we need to know for Tuesday, September 7th, 2021. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords, the Hierophant reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I feel like the message here has to do with, of course, with the Hierophant, it's, like some kind of a loyal order, but it is a card of teachers, too. It is a card for teaching. It can be a card of spiritual law if you're not conforming to the parts of man-made law that are not in alignment with spiritual law. And boy, we certainly have those. So when the Hierophant comes through reversed, I think that the invitation is to not rebel, but rebellion's too strong of a word, but more to be inside of your own authority. Like we don't truly need to rebel against authority unless it's like arbitrary authority, right? If we're having authority issues, it's usually because the outer world is bumping up against us in a way that just does not feel right. And we do need to honor that when that happens. Otherwise, we'll end up betraying ourselves. The Three of Swords, to me, is the card that says, be careful about betraying yourself. Be careful about our self-talk. Be careful about our words with other people. But just spelling things out here simply, it can be that the message can be to reject arbitrary authority and get inside of your own spiritual law within that we all have, of course. We really, when you're tuned into who you truly are and you're living from that place, you don't need any laws, any like moral messages coming to you about the way you need to be, because you just already, when you're living in alignment with spiritual law, you don't want to hurt anyone else because you would feel their pain. You would feel exactly what you're putting out there, and when you're in alignment with spiritual law, you don't want to hurt. You don't want control over. Our task becomes to not betray ourselves, but also to control ourselves in a way. But then again, you don't have to, because it's just so free-flowing, love. But with this combination here, with the Seven of Pentacles, that brings in that little element of sometimes a little setback, sometimes a little impatience. And if that has been that, maybe we've had a challenging weekend with this long holiday weekend, and maybe we were with family members, and maybe they were pushing their agenda on us because they're coming from their own belief system, and they have their belief system. And, as humans, we're pretty much in transference, projection a lot of the time, a big, portion of the time. And hopefully we're projecting our love rather than our false beliefs. But human beings are complicated, and There are so many different, parts of ourselves. So once you're conscious of everything going on within, then we can be careful, to not project onto others. But if you've been projected on and you have felt rejected and somebody's been, hurtful, the message here is to not take it in, but to know that it was just some bad advice. Because when this guy comes in, it can be advice, and when it's reversed, it can be bad advice. And you don't want to invest in that. The Seven of Pentacles is all about investment and hardworking, and hardworking energy that will pay off someday if you keep working at it. But when it's reversed, it's like, oh, don't even go there. I mean, it'll just be a heartache that won't get you, it just will not get you anywhere. It could be a big setback. So let's use an oracle deck too. Let me put these here. Let's use this one. This one always cracks me up because it's like miracles now. right now. I think it's one of the Gabrielle Bernstein decks. I've had it for years. So I don't have the box anymore. But anyway, it's like, the second you have a demand out into the universe, the miracle's not going to happen. But I love her sentiment. So let's see what comes through here. Because it feels like something needs to be turned around. We've got heartbreak and authority problems. I mean, outside authority. Yeah, okay. Well, this is for sure true. Okay. So, these cards the colors are beautiful, aren't they? So, true abundance is an inside job. I'm sure you can read this. Maybe this one's a little... No, you can probably read them all. That's so true. You have to own it inside of you. You have to be in that place where you're completely, grateful for everything that you have, all the little things around you. Maybe your life flows with a lot of grace and ease, and you can be so grateful for that. And having that deep down inside of you, I think, is the key. And then we've got this other key here that says getting what I want is to ask for it. The key to getting what I want is to ask for it. Yeah, we do have to ask for things. But with these other cards up here, I feel like maybe somebody, maybe you're going through a situation where you did ask and they rejected you. Oh, that's not important. Or no, you don't need that. Or no, just a big no, because all these cards are no. And then maybe this is a childhood issue, and this is where we just gave up. Maybe we gave up asking for what we want because we realized it wasn't going to work. Right? If you're told no all the time, and you're not encouraged, and you're not loved for just who you are, and you think you need to be somebody else, if you don't get the love, usually what we do as children, if we don't get the love, we usually reject ourselves in the face of what seems to be authority. And then we pull ourselves up and try to be something else for them to try and get what we want. But as adults, it's not going to work. And we've known that. It's never going to pay off. We have to come back home to the authority of who we truly are. Then there will be no more self-betrayal. And that's the investment that will pay off if we just keep going back to our own authority. I always used to ask myself, well, who do I think I need to be in order to have love, approval, or, whatever it is. And then I knew where I was tripping myself up, because we don't need to be anything other than just who we naturally are. But as parents, they mess with that. They implant those head trips that we have to work ourselves out of. So these cards here are saying the simple truth about having that abundance of who you truly are inside of you. And then, of course, from that full place, you can ask for support. And then when we allow other people to support us, then we support them too. That is so true. It's that it would be the Six of Pentacles where, there's no difference really between, and that's a spiritual law. There is no difference between giving and receiving, as long as it's reciprocal, and in mutuality, as long as it's equal. But, if you're giving and a person doesn't want to receive, then, of course, you have to back off because you don't want to be pushy like that. And that could be what, that could be another message here with this combination. This would be rejection because a parent didn't want what you had to give, and then you end up giving up. Yeah, so let's just go back to this one here. Let's just be fully abundant inside of ourselves, and everything else will work out. And of course, we can ask each other for what we want. Maybe sometimes we just need some love. If that's the case, reach out. We have a great community here, and we can love you up. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.